Welcome to the Network Recap for January 2025. I am Oswald Suarez, reporter at large. The vibes for January have been immaculate. Emergent geopolitical tensions, crypto crime and reappraisal, AI disruption, security threats, and changing narratives. You can feel the winds of change gaining speed. Let's begin with an outlier. Spain's GDP grew by 3.2% in 2024. That's 4 times the EU average. Strong private consumption and investment pushed the country ahead, making it a bright spot in Europe's otherwise sluggish economy. Meanwhile, China's DeepSeek AI has shaken global markets. Nvidia and other chipmakers took heavy losses as investors reevaluate the future of North American AI dominance. The Nasdaq dropped 3%, and tech stocks worldwide slumped, as the US got an unwelcome reminder that they are no longer the all-encompassing superpower. Elsewhere, in the United States of America, Donald Trump is clashing with the Federal Reserve, calling for significant reductions in interest rates. Economists warned that the political interference in monetary policy could backfire. But will the Fed hold its ground? Trump's administration has also attempted to freeze federal loans and grants, and tensions are rising over Trump's mass immigration raids, with Chicago's Democrat-aligned authorities refusing to cooperate. Will this defiance of the new president reawaken divisions among states, echoing the Mexican border conflict last year? In Europe, German demand for Russian liquid natural gas is soaring, a marked shift from November last year, when Germany's economy ministry warned import terminals to, quote, reject liquid natural gas deliveries from Russia until further notice. Meanwhile, EU shipyards have been secretly repairing Russian Arctic liquid natural gas tankers, helping Moscow maintain access to global gas markets despite sanctions. Trump also made headlines for a heated call with Denmark's Prime Minister over Greenland, where he once again insisted on taking over the Arctic island. Several briefed European officials were, quote, shocked at the seriousness of the US president's demands. Can Europe step up to the return of realpolitik? In a related development, Swedish authorities seized a ship suspected of sabotaging an undersea cable connecting Latvia. NATO has already responded to the now several severed cables with the launch of its Baltic Sentry mission, reflecting growing security concerns in the region. Also this month, a crypto executive was kidnapped and tortured in France. The co-founder of Ledger was taken hostage by assailants demanding a large ransom. This follows a trend. Last year, a head of a US crypto research firm was forced at gunpoint to transfer funds to attackers. High-profile figures in crypto are increasingly being targeted. And very recently, we learned that the Czech central bank governor wants the institution to buy billions of euros in Bitcoin, calling it a profitable move that other central banks may soon follow. The Czech National Bank's board approved a proposal to analyze new asset classes, like Bitcoin, as part of ongoing efforts to diversify its reserve portfolio. In a world where governments increasingly explore strategic reserves in the digital currency, will individual holders survive the potentially massive reappraisal? Governments around the world are failing to boost birth rates. Despite a variety of financial incentives and policies, fertility rates remain stubbornly low, raising questions about the economic and social stability of the future. And finally, the CIA has revised its stance on COVID-19's origins, now stating with, quote, low confidence that the virus likely leaked from a Chinese laboratory. This marks a major shift in the official US intelligence narrative. January has been an exciting start of the year. Economic contradictions, geopolitical confrontations, security threats, and shifting narratives. Spain grows while Europe stagnates, AI disrupts markets. Trump fuels conflict at home and abroad. And crypto remains a high-risk, high-reward frontier. What's next? The winds of change are gaining speed. You can submit an entry for the next recap through my Telelink. And be sure to join the network forum on Telegram to stay up to date on relevant events. I have been Asphalt Suarez, and so could you. See you next time.